Hello and welcome to episode 8 of our Women in Business series. This is part 1 of our technology special, and we'll be talking to our very own digital designer, Mayumi Kurosawa, who's going to tell us all about her experience as a woman within the technology sector. Mayumi, thank you so much for joining us today. Such a pleasure to speak to you and learn more about your journey as a digital designer. So firstly, can you tell us a little bit more about your role as a digital designer?
Yeah, my role involves designing wireframes and thinking about usability and making websites using Webflow.
And could you tell us a little bit about Webflow? What sort of system is that?
Yeah, Webflow is basically you can build website without writing coding. So it's like a much faster and easier.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a low-code, no-code solution.
Yeah, exactly.
That means that you've got a lot more flexibility.
Exactly, yeah.
To put in those beautiful designs that I've seen you put together.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what exactly do you enjoy about your role as a digital designer?
Yeah, I like to think about, like enhance usability, and just generally I like to work with my colleagues here and learn a lot from them. They create an amazing design and animation, and just I love this friendly environment here.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's always good to know, that you enjoy working at Proctor Stevenson.
Very much.
So, yeah, that's fantastic. And what sort of projects are you working on at the moment? Anything particularly exciting?
Yeah, I'm involved in the Southwest Design Digital Student Awards, and Proctor's host the awards every year. And for 2022, me and Cuba, my colleague, we are allowed to make a website for the award. And usually, when we work with a client, we have to follow their design guidelines, brand guidelines. But this time, for the award, we can decide ourselves and then design from scratch. So that'll be so much. Yeah, that'll be so much fun.
I mean, that'll be such a great example for the students that are going to apply to the awards. The type of thing they could do.
Yeah, and Cuba is such a great designer. I'm so excited to work with him and learn a lot from him.
So you've had a slightly different journey than most into the sort of tech creative space. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what drew you to the agency, or the, I suppose, the creative or digital world?
Yeah, I think it started growing in Japan. I obviously loved anime and I enjoyed drawing the characters when I was a child. And I spent some time living in Sweden too, and the Scandinavian design inspired me a lot. And I became more interested in tech industry after my husband got a job as a product designer. So watching him working within the industry, I started to feel like I could do this too.
Fantastic. And was it something specific that sort of drew you into digital design rather than, I guess, graphic design? Did you want to specifically work online?
Oh, yeah, specific. Yeah, I drew with Illustrator, and I created myself like in Japan we use Line, which is like a WhatsApp equivalent to WhatsApp here. So they have like stickers that you can put on the conversation. So I created and designed myself. Yeah, that was really fun, and I sold these stickers on a platform.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's such a great gateway into digital design.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And how have you found being kind of part of the team at Proctor Stevenson? Have you enjoyed the process so far?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
They're so friendly and so kind, and whatever I ask, they always have an answer. So I really lucky that when I was studying myself, I'm self-taught. And if I don't know, it takes ages to find the answer or answer-ish. So it takes days sometimes. So I really like appreciate that I have such a great colleagues.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, it's so great that you're self-taught as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of more traditional career pathways see people go to university for that specific subject and then go into the workplace. But obviously, you've taught yourself everything, so it's great that you've got that sense of community around you.
Yeah.
So in terms of then working within the agency space, or I suppose within creative or technology, you don't have maybe too much experience at the moment, but have you noticed much of a gender imbalance within the industry?
Yeah, well, I feel like slightly men are more working here than females. But obviously I have experience working in Japan, and compared to the Japanese environment, I feel more equal here.
Great.
Yeah.
What is it like in Japan? Is it more male focused?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when I was working as a translator in an automotive company developing software for electronic cars, probably 80% workers there were male.
Oh wow, yeah. So was that sort of intimidating for you, or did you find it okay?
I felt like it was all right. It wasn't really I didn't question myself that why female so little working here. But I think in Japan we often say males are better in math and logical thinking, and females are better in communication and language. So these prejudices affect them when they choose occupation.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's quite a rigid box to stay in,
exactly.
Isn't it? But yeah, no, it's at least you didn't find it a particularly intimidating environment, which is fantastic.
Yes.
And it's good to see that you've seen a slight shift more towards a balance come into the UK, which is great.
Yeah, yes, of course. And at the moment, guys working there in the automotive company, everyone loves car, and they like to talk about it. And I'm not really into cars, so
same.
Yes, I have no problem.
A car's a car to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. But I suppose in terms of, either here or, within the UK or even in Japan or Sweden, where you've also worked, have you ever found any particular examples of where you've kind of been discriminated against as a woman, or have you found it okay?
Oh, as a woman, yes, no, not really. But when I lived in Sweden, I just came moved to Sweden from Japan. It's so different, and in Sweden it's even more equal than in UK.
Great.
I feel like, and I felt kind of pressure too in the beginning that I have to be strong, and have to be stand out and speak up. I felt that pressure in the beginning, but time goes by and I'm more, get used to their culture and how they are, and I felt oh, that's really great.
You've seen a variety of different cultures at the moment, obviously Japan and Sweden and the UK.
Yeah.
Would you say any particular sort of country or place is doing better than the other in terms of gender equality?
Yeah, Sweden was really good, and at the beginning I felt like a Swedish female are quite masculine and the Swedish males are a little feminine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I felt I felt really interesting because it's just the people can be changed in terms of their social what you call it, social tendency.
Yes, yeah. Oh, fantastic. I mean, I'm not surprised. They seem like a very athletic country, judging by the Olympics and the volleyball players that were.
Yeah, well, they're really good. Considering their whole population is 9 million people, and they're really good. So many people into sports or like education. This country is a very educational country too.
Maybe I should move to Sweden for a little bit and work on going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I suppose for other women who are looking to either come straight from university and go into the creative or tech industry, or maybe take a career change like you did, would you give any advice?
Yeah, my advice is just to challenge and never give up. Yeah, that's all I can say, and that's all I have done to get into this job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was so close.
Yeah. I can imagine, because it's such a scary thing sort of later in life as well, changing what you've sort of, you know, you did all the hard work to build a career, and then you changed completely into working as a digital designer. So well done for doing that as well. It takes so much bravery, and we're very glad that you didn't give up as well.
Yeah,
so
thank you so
I
much.
think that's great advice.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't give up either.
And I guess finally then, if you had to speak to your younger self, what would you say to her?
Yeah, I was gonna say don't go out with him. But
I think a lot of women would say that to their younger selves. Yeah.
So except that, I think I would say to my younger myself, don't compare with others. Everything is so relative, and then you can, you know, feeling bad because someone else is better than you, and you probably could feel like relieved because someone else is a little, you know, like worse than you. But it's wasting time really. Like you have to focus what you want to achieve and just put effort for it.
That's such good advice. I think it's so easy, isn't it, to see somebody maybe confident or somebody who's done something fantastic and think, I wish I could be like that person. But like you said, it's all relative.
Yeah.
And so many young women could use that advice of just take your time, be patient, trust the process and trust yourself, and you'll get there eventually, as you've shown. So you're a prime example of that, doing such a big career change and succeeding so much at it as well. Obviously you're fantastic at your job, and we're really, really pleased that you took a gamble with us and decided to move into digital design. Thank you so much for sitting down with us today, Mayumi. It's been so lovely hearing about your job, your career path, and the advice that you'd give to your younger self and other women out there as well. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Such a pleasure.